It all starts with one. Someone has to stand up and call out the BS. And no, you're not going to get rewarded. Telling people that they're wrong usually does not end well. But when you start seeing articles like this here, time to pay attention. Time to get them antennas up, stretched all the way out, get your spider senses going.
A pro-Palestinian group of Microsoft workers claims the company is blocking internal emails containing certain words. The group, No Azure for Apartheid, says those words include Palestine, Gaza, apartheid, and genocide. Microsoft sent us a statement saying in part, quote, over the past couple of days, a number of emails have been sent to tens of thousands of employees across the company, and we have taken measures to try and reduce those emails to those that have not opted in. This week, Microsoft fired an employee who interrupted the CEO's speech at an event. That worker claimed the Israeli military is using Microsoft's AI technology. Last month, 2 engineers who protested at events for the company's 50th anniversary were also fired.
Here, because it seems like whenever your employees mention the word Palestine, their emails mysteriously disappear. And it's not just Palestine, it's Gaza, apartheid, genocide. They don't seem to catch it when you misspell it, so Microsoft employees, here you go. You can, however, say Israel. And I found Microsoft's response to this really great. They're saying, hey, you can't email coworkers about stuff that's not related to work. Turns out it was related to work. It's about the work that Microsoft does with Israel. And of course, Microsoft has tried to distance themselves from Israel's genocide in Gaza with this statement. You can see it here. Okay, sure, you're not looking into what your own clients are doing with your technology. Maybe your time is better spent doing that than censoring what your employees are saying about it. For the whole.
And when it comes to censorship, it always starts off small. Or taking away your rights, it always starts off small. First, you can't say anything about the moon landing being fake or about global warming. And then next thing you know, you're being shut down for being Christian. The laws done went and changed. Nobody never told you anything, and next thing you know, anything that they disagree with, you're being put out for. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm always talking about China, saying that we want to be more like China. We want to take on their. I should have pulled up a clip, but they have clips of us saying that we want to have China's control. I'm pretty sure Trump said it one time. And being since we have us this left-right paradigm, when the right was being censored, when Christianity was being censored, when Israel was being censored, it was all good. Now that it's being flipped the other way, is the right still cheer? Is the right going to cheer and say that they should be censored too? It all starts with dividing and conquering and keeping the people separated, and sooner or later, it don't matter what side you're on, you're going to be censored. China already has a huge system like this already set up. It started off small and it grew. Let's take a look at what our future could be.
Ever been to China, you may have experienced a lack of access to the same websites you love and enjoy around the rest of the world. Websites such as Google, YouTube, and Facebook are either blocked completely or slowed to a crawl and throttled to an almost unusable state. Known as the Great Firewall of China, this censorship engine allows the Chinese government to regulate the internet and protect its citizens from dangerous content, or at least that's what they claim. China even bans more whimsical items on the internet, such as Winnie the Pooh. Yes, that's right, Winnie the Pooh. Who could possibly be afraid of Winnie the Pooh? The Chinese government, apparently. This all started in 2013 when an image of Xi Jinping and then President Barack Obama spurred comparisons of the president's look to that of Winnie the Pooh, and the memes started flowing. This must have really gotten under Xi's skin because as the popularity of the memes grew and spread online, Chinese censors began picking up the images and erasing them, and thus banning poor Winnie the Pooh from all of China. Other, more serious topics are suppressed from the Chinese internet, such as the 1989 Tiananmen Square massacre. This pro-democracy protest, in which an estimated 10,000 Chinese citizens were killed, all but doesn't exist on the Chinese internet. Just try typing in June 4th, the day of the massacre, into Google versus Baidu, a popular Chinese search engine, and see the difference. It really is quite alarming. This gives the Chinese government incredible power to shape the minds of its citizenry and prohibit.
That also counts for China's homelessness, starvation problems, and anything that basically the government doesn't want the world to know. If you try and look it up in China, you don't have access to it.
It deems unfit. Back in the 1980s, the leader of China at the time, Deng Xiaoping, reformed much of China's economy and brought forth the modern China that we know today. He knew, however, that as economic development and progress increased in China, along with it came unwanted Western beliefs and ideologies that the Chinese government did not have any interest in. As part of this economic resurgence, the internet was opened up to China in the mid-1990s and Project Golden Shield was launched to aid in overseeing this new frontier. Soon, however, the charter of this project morphed to include mass censorship and surveillance, and ultimately, the Great Firewall of China was born. As such, Chinese firms employ thousands of workers to police their own sites and pull down content that is deemed inappropriate. Media sites, message boards, instant messages, and more. Additionally, the Chinese government itself is estimated to employ several 100,000 or even millions of people, according to some reports, to sift through the web and report unauthorized content while posting government propaganda.
Thank you for watching. God bless us all.